Last time we talked about having purpose, this dominion mandate that God gave us something to do. And I'm going to continue with that a little bit out of Psalm 8. We read, Yet you have made him a little lower than the heavenly beings and crowned him with glory and honor. You have given him dominion over the works of your hands. You have put all things under his feet, all sheep and oxen, and also the beasts of the field, and the birds of the heavens, and the fish of the sea, and whatever passes along the paths. And ultimately, this is talking about the Lord Jesus Christ, but also to us, that there is a sense that we were created a little lower than the heavenly beings, crowned with glory and honor as these vice regents that God created to exercise dominion over his creation, to have this profound purpose, but also given this glory and honor as representatives of God, that we as image bearers reflect this glory and honor of God as his image bearers. And we're to have that dominion over the works of your hands, putting all things under his feet. Ultimately, like I said, this is about Jesus. Ultimately has dominion, ultimately putting everything under his feet. But as image bearers, also, this describes who we are. It also, in a very substantive way, gives meaning to our lives, and we are meaning makers. And I've heard that throughout my time within biblical counseling, that we are fundamentally meaning makers. And so much of our struggle is really trying to assess, what is the meaning of life? What is our purpose? How do I fit into all of this? And the world offers us all kinds of answers to that. But in Genesis, we see the meaning of life is that we are born as image bearers in relationship to God, exercising dominion over a little sector of the planet that God has put us in, that we are to just be faithful to that, and out of a love for God and in a relationship to God, to exercise his dominion over that little sphere, putting in order and expanding his glory in that little sphere. And we have profound meaning. It's not very satisfying at times, and at times because of the influence of our culture, we say, well, there has to be something more to my life. My life must mean something more than this. But ultimately, there is no higher meaning for us as humans, as image bearers, to be loving this God, in relationship with this God, and just being faithful to the things God has given us to do today in this little time and space where he has called us and planted us, that we would be faithful to exercise this glory and honor and dominion in the calling that God has for us.